The CEO of Qatar Airways is facing some criticism after he publicly and very transparently spoke out about the flight attendants that he likes to employ and the old grannies that flight attendants in the United States like to employ. So let me give you some context before we go to the video. This is Akbar al-Bakr, and he made his remarks earlier this month during a speaking event in Dublin, Ireland. At that event, he was supposed to commemorate a new flight route between the Irish capital and Doha. Well, he kind of went off on a little bit of a tangent, and we're about to show you, so let's take a look.
The average age of my cabin crew is only 26 years. So there is no need for you to travel on these crap American carriers. By grandmothers on American carriers.
Man, that audience ate it up. Okay, so this is what they used to do all the time back in the day. So when the airlines first came about, you would also always have attractive young women who were flight attendants. So then came annoying laws about how you have to be equal and treat everybody equally. And so if someone is getting older, you can't fire them just for being slightly older, or not hire someone because they're not hot enough. But apparently if you're in Qatar and you're like, we do that, they don't have the same laws, we do that anyway, and we rub it in.
Whatever. I mean, I don't agree with his statements, obviously, and he's very old school, okay? So it's just funny because when I look at him and I hear his statements, I see like an old school, old world kind of person. And then he has the audacity to talk about women being too old to be flight attendants. He can stand there and talk about how women look, right? Because women always need to be young, they always need to be hot, but dudes, they can let themselves go. Like, remember when the dad bod thing was like a thing and people were like, yeah, dad bod, super hot. No, not super hot. How about guys have to have the same, or we have to have the same standards for guys as they have for us? How about that?
Cash me outside.
Cash me outside. How about that? By the way, I'm not that up in arms about this, but there was an angle to the story that I wanted to bring up. Fox News reported this, and the whole like tone that they took was, just reinforcing what we already knew. This guy in Qatar is a misogynistic prick. All of a sudden they care about women's rights, but when it comes to Trump wanting to grab women by the pussy, locker room talk, that's just locker room talk.
That's totally fine.
Not a big deal, not a big deal.
He moved on him like a bitch, it's not a big deal. He's just trying to buy their furniture, that's all. So we are consistent. We are against the misogynists in America and in the Gulf, okay? But Fox, when they got their own version of Sharia law, they kind of love it. But when the minute it's Akbar al-Bakr instead of Akbar al-Baker. If that guy's name was, just leave out the Akbar, it would be al-Baker, and he was a right-wing Republican here. They're like, oh, what's the big deal? We just did a story today about how Iowa Republicans would talk about going to the office and in front of the other female employees talking about, oh, the lobbyist tits were so big, I like to compare the size of the lobbyist tits, right? And so Republicans are like, that's fine, that's just locker room. But look at Akbar al-Bakr, look at him, okay? So the reality is both are bad, and and he was talking to business people there. So he's like, don't take the business class, if I heard him right, of those airlines. In other words, projection. If you're a horny old man like me, okay, and you want to be served by attractive flight attendants, I'll get you young, attractive flight attendants. So what are you gonna do with those grandmas? Hit on them? You can't even sexually harass their flight attendants like you can on Qatar Airlines. Look, the entitlement thing is what drives me crazy because he thinks, no, I'm a rich guy from Qatar. Of course, I'm entitled to hot young women, and they'll love me because I'm rich and I'm from Qatar. If you like this video, you probably like independent media. The best way to support independent media, become a member of the Young Turks. tytnetwork.com/join.